you can't hide. Israel, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide.
El picket sign, lo llevo por todo el día. El picket sign, conmigo toda la vida. El picket sign, lo llevo por todo el día. El picket sign, conmigo toda la vida.
Israel, you can't hide. Israel, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. We charge you with genocide. Israel, you can't hide. Israel, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. We charge you with genocide. Biden, you can't hide. Biden, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide.
We're on our way to the LA rally for Palestinian liberation. As you know, we know the Palestinian people have been under occupation by the brutal Israeli state for over 75 years. And in the past couple of weeks, they have bombed over 4,000 Palestinians, 1,000 of those being children. We here in Long Beach understand that we need to have international solidarity with our brothers and sisters from Palestine. So we're showing up to the rally to show support for them.
Israel, you can't hide. Israel, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide.
I'm here to support the Palestinian people in their struggle of getting their land back. It's a genocide. What's happening in Palestine? They're bombing people on a daily basis without regard for human life, and it's a genocide. They tell them to evacuate, and then they take their land. If they don't evacuate, they'll bomb them anyways. So might as well stay in your houses that you've been in for a long time. But they have no regard for human life. They're bombing them anyways. There's a lot of stuff that the Israelis are saying. Part of it, they're saying, okay, we're doing this to exterminate Hamas. The same thing is happening in West Bank. There's no Hamas there, and they're still bombing there, and they're still killing people there. So I don't know what the excuse is in the West Bank when there's no Hamas at all. So how is your excuse there? You know, what's your excuse for killing people at the West Bank where there is no Hamas?
They needed, first of all and foremost, to create a Jewish majority by force, by driving away the indigenous people from their land. And this is how the state was founded. And immediately afterwards, they created a whole legal system that will make sure that those who have been expelled will never be allowed back, and those who remained on their land, because not everyone was expelled, will never be equal citizens.
יש לך משהו להגיד, אומרת ש...
על מה?
גם ככה ערבים, מקסימום.
אוקיי. בסדר בעברית? פשוט מאוד. צריך להיכנס לשטחים, וכל מחבל שעושה פיגוע צריך להרוג אותו. צריך להרוג את המחבלים, ואז הם יפחדו ולא יעשו לנו בעיות, והכל יהיה בסדר. הם יהיו בכפרים שלהם, אנחנו נחיה פה, לא צריך להיות ביחד, והכל בסדר.
You can't hide. Israel, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide.
I'm not from Palestine, actually. I'm half Lebanese, half Syrian, but we have relatives in Palestine. My son-in-law is from Palestine. We have friends from Palestine. And other than being or not being from Palestine, this is a social justice, humanistic cause. So it doesn't matter whether you are from Palestine or not. If you care about human beings, if you care about real social justice, not selective social justice, then of course you're going to support the Palestinian cause and oppose the Palestinian genocide, extermination, and annihilation of lands, confiscation of culture. They're trying to erase a whole culture. So it's not just being from Palestine.
The need to segregate, the need to separate and not to interact with Palestinians is part of Israeli identity. So we have to understand that Israeli identity depends on denying Palestinian identity and denying either the existence of Palestinians altogether or at the very least denying their identity, their culture and so on. And also right after the ethnic cleansing of Palestine, right after the Palestinians were expelled from their homes and became refugees, the very next thing that happened was that there was a concerted effort of mass looting of books and other cultural artifacts from Palestinian homes, which was led by the National Library in Israel. So it's for a reason that when we say existence is resistance for Palestinians, this is true. Just by very existing on their land, this is an act of resistance in itself. Even more so when they actually claim their rights, claim their identity, do cultural work, like produce Palestinian culture, that is an act of war.
Biden, Biden, you can't hide! Biden, Biden, you can't hide! We charge you with genocide!
I'm here to lend my voice to the Free Palestine movement because Palestinians are being slaughtered and there's a genocide going right now, so I'm here to lend my voice to that.
So how did you decide to make this these face masks?
I was just trying to figure out a way to, visually show my support. Unfortunately, the area I live around doesn't have flags, so I was like, well, it's about Halloween time, so there's going to be face paint everywhere, so I figured this is probably the most obvious way to basically show my support.
Biden, Biden, you can't hide! Biden, Biden, you can't hide! We charge you with genocide!
It all begins with chinuch. How you say it?
Education.
Whatever they teach the kids does, it's families.
I'm think that we need to... איך אומרים לה איש לערבית? כן, תגידי לי את המילה הזאת.
I don't think there's any answer to it.
Really?
There's only one way, I would carpet bomb them.
You would carpet bomb them?
It's the only way you could deal with it. Or try to stop them a different way. It never worked.
You mean all Arabs or Gaza or?
I believe that they, I hope to believe they're not, but I do think they are, because I don't trust them. You can't trust them, and that's the only way I believe that. The only way is just to stop it completely.
My sign, it's actually self-explanatory. We do it to show the world Israel exactly is doing what other people did to it, and they don't like what they have done to them. Then they're doing it to others. Unfortunately, they are occupiers, they are oppressors. They need to make, as they state, they want to do their own state on someone else's land, which is a Palestinian land. The solution is, I think, Palestinians should have their own state, and the Israelis should live with them as like the Jewish. They lived with us for a long time, and we should go back to where we started from.
Our families live in Gaza City. As of now, we're walking the streets and they've been killed, bombed. They left their homes. They're deprived from water, electricity, internet. The situation is so bad, and it's definitely comparable to what Jews went through.
Resist like a storm.